Hi everybody, so I'm going to be talking about something today that's I think is really sensitive, but I think is also really important, and I haven't really seen or heard a lot about it from any autistic parents or anything like that. They haven't really talked to me about it, and if you're an autism parent, you know, most of the time you're kind of just going to get the response of, well, you just kind of have to get through it, or you know, just keep doing it until they eventually learn. But it's just like, well, how? Like, what should I do? How should I? Like, because I mean, every autistic child is different, so there's no one way for every single autistic child. It's just really got to work with it depending on the situation that you're in and the circumstances. So it's really nervous. Okay, so what I'm actually going to talk about is autism, boys, and erections and masturbations and stuff like that. I know it's really weird, it's really uncomfortable, but I really want to share my journey with other autistic parents, really getting this out there, because we really got to make autism behaviors and how we go about doing normal things that occur in our lives normal. And so this is one of them. My son, Castiel, is autistic. He is 6. So what brought this all on was that he got an erection. I mean, he's been getting erections since he was born. It's just what happens, right? He doesn't really pay any attention to it. I mean, one time I kind of just, he just doesn't know what to do with it. And then it'll go away, and then problem solved. I don't have to worry about it anymore. But this time he had an erection, and he was rubbing it on the couch. So he obviously knew that he was feeling something, and doing this action or whatever was stirring up an emotional type of feeling inside of him. And so I had seen him, and I was like, hey, no, thank you. We don't do that. No, thank you. And he just kind of got up and just like used his hand to kind of like move it around. And I'm just like, hey, no, thank you. And then, yeah, and I was just like, oh my goodness, he hasn't figured out how to work it yet. But I'm already thinking about, well, when he does, what am I gonna do? Is it gonna be something that he's doing all the time? Like, if we go to the store and he feels it or something, is he gonna be doing it in the store? Does that mean I'm not gonna be able to go out? What about at school? What about predators? What if they see him and they don't even know? They take advantage of him? Like, it's so many things just go in my mind in relation to that. And I think about Ezekiel, and when it comes to that point for him, I'm going to be able to talk to him about it and be like, hey, this is your body. It's changing, you know, it's not really the same, you know, this is how it works. And, you know, I can explain it to him, and he's going to be able to grasp the information that I'm giving him. It is a completely different story with Cass, because how am I going to explain to my son, who's autistic and is kind of more towards like the severe end of things, not really, but you know, in that area where he doesn't really comprehend complex situations and explanations like that. So how am I supposed to explain to him that, hey, your body's changing, hey, you're gonna feel this way, some things are going to trigger it, some things are not, you know, if you do it, like, you know, you shouldn't really do it during this time. And you know, he's not really gonna understand, because it's all he's going to be hearing that comes out of my words is wah 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 wah, blah 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 blah. Like, he does not put meaning to the words that I'm trying to tell him and explaining it to him, because that's just where he's at mentally for himself. And okay, so he's 6 right now, and who knows where he'll be once he's 8 or 13 or 16. I don't even know if he's gonna figure it out by those ages. I don't know. I don't know. How am I gonna handle this behavior? Am I supposed to tell him like, hey, no, thank you? And then he kind of just gets like negative emotions towards it, because I mean, it's a bodily function, you know, it happens. I don't want to put any negativity on it and make him, you know, feel a bad way about it, but at the same time, I can't be having it doing it all the time. Like, I don't even know what to do about this, honestly. And my mind is just so much around this, because I don't know. I haven't seen anything about this or heard anything about this to help me navigate this. Like, is he ever gonna figure out exactly how to use it, you know, like, and if he does, like, where is he gonna learn it from? Because my son is like a visual learner, so he would have to see it, and like, I'm not ever gonna show it. Like, I don't even know. Like, these are all just things that I think about. So I mean, I really don't know. Honestly, this the whole thing about this video today is like, I don't know, but you are not alone. And even though I don't have all of the answers to this kind of situation, and I haven't really experienced all the experiences for this type of situation, I will be. And as I do, I will share it with the autism community and whoever wants to listen, because I just want to help at least one person. And there are not some people who are just like, hey, I have this kind of situation and I don't know how to go about it. Like, it's a lot to ask, and it can make them feel like they're feeling in some type of way, or sometimes feel a certain way about their child. Like, they should at least know how to do this, or, you know, they should know to control it and all this, when in fact, you know, being autistic, it can hinder that, and it's not your fault and it's not their fault. You're not a failure, and neither are they. And so I want to take that shamefulness away from this topic. And so as I move forward, I will move forward with you guys and bring you with me. So I hope that this gets the conversation started, kind of helps you not feel alone if you're in these beginning stages as I am. It's really hard because sometimes I just want to be like, hey, like, no, please, no. And then it's just like, but I have to be like, hey, Castiel, no thank you, that's not what we do. No thank you, Castiel. I'm scared. Every single time he has that feeling and he gets an erection, I get scared, because I'm just like, is this the time he's gonna figure it out? He's so young. But at the same time, like, I don't know. And neither do you. And so that's just where I'm at right now. I really hope that this video connects with you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. I would love to talk about it or anything like that. But yes, and I'm saying this with a lot of love from me to you in the situation you're in. So yeah.